The Carmel Bach Festival has been evolving through its entire life. Its first three seasons, 1935, 1936, and 1937, were led by a total of 4 different conductors. In 1935, the great American composer Ernst Bacon and the Italian conductor Gastone Usili led 4 main concerts, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. In 1936, a Russian-American violinist from Philadelphia, Sasha Yakobinov, conducted 5 concerts, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. In 1937, Michel Peña, the distinguished Dutch cellist who had helped to form the Bach Festival Orchestra, conducted 5 concerts and added 2 organ recitals at All Saints Church. And then in 1938, a dynamo from Italy, Gastone Usili, returned to the podium and a few years later was promoted from festival conductor to festival music director. But he still had to answer to Dean and Hazel, who ran everything as managing producers and made up the occasional deficit out of their own pockets. Hazel died in 1954 and Gastone Usili died the following year. For Usili's successor, Dean Denny chose an extraordinary young Hungarian named Sándor Salgó. It was Salgó who converted the festival from a local amateur event to a major professional festival. When he arrived, there were only 7 concerts, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 concerts because the Sunday concert was played twice on the same day. Everybody worked for free. Only the conductor was paid. Locals volunteered and a few professionals in the orchestra donated their services in return for train fare, room, and board. In the 1960s, Sándor Salgó created a paid professional orchestra and a paid professional chorale of 28 singers. By this time, the festival was 9 concerts in 10 days. With Dean Denny's encouragement, Sándor Salgó instituted what he called experimental programming and broadened the festival's repertoire to nearly 5 centuries of music, from the 15th to the 20th century. He also established the tradition of performing on Wednesdays at Carmel Mission Basilica. And by the time he retired, the festival was 3 weeks long, with an afternoon chamber music recital on every day. In 1991, Sándor Salgó retired after 35 years as the festival music director. I sang the evangelist in the performances of the St. Matthew Passion he conducted that season, and I'll never forget the final moment in the 3rd performance, after the final chord died away, before turning to face the applauding audience. Sándor Salgó reverently closed the score of the St. Matthew Passion for the final time. It was his last appearance as conductor anywhere. His successor, Bruno Weil, brought more 18th century players and instruments to the orchestra, and he was a central figure in the mid-90s in the movement to rebuild our concert hall into the new, magnificent building that it now is. Our current music director, Paul Goodwin, began his tenure in 2011. And so I've had the pleasure of working with 3 festival music directors in my 29 seasons with this festival. It's hard to imagine that the eminent orchestra and professional choral ensemble you hear at the Carmel Bach Festival these days could have had their roots in that ragged group of amateurs in the 1930s. For it all, we need to thank Dean Denny and Hazel Watt.